Hello everyone, and welcome to my bold and beautiful official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Ridge lashes out at Lee for rescuing Luna, then barges into Bill's to confront her and say, "This is it today." While Hope begged Deke for design assistance, Luna informed a startled Finn that he would soon become a grandfather, but he wanted her incarcerated. Finn is trying to process the news that Luna is expecting Will's child in his office. She requests a recommendation from an OBGYN. He recommends the prisoner. How can she be free at all? She claims that Bill is to blame. The Spencer heir is in her womb. After storming into Lee's office, Ridge and Taylor demand to know why she did what she did. She believed that Luna could be rescued. Ridge understands that, but she had the option to call the police. Lee believed she could assist Luna in becoming the person she believed she might be. However, that girl cannot be changed. She has stabbed her in the back and is deranged. Taylor reminds her of the risk Hayes was in and claims that anyone could have predicted it would occur. Ridge snaps at Lee's poor decision-making. She is currently living lavishly at Casa Bill. Lee claims that she has already told herself everything they could possibly say. She apologizes. She committed a grave error. Rather than taking her away, she ought to have saved her at the hospital. Ridge claims that Luna will be imprisoned if she has a child. What Bill and Katie say doesn't matter to him. Bill informs Katie Luna that she is nearly ready for the paternity test after hanging off the phone at home. She recommends that Bridget give it out. He holds himself responsible for this catastrophe. Lee is to fault. He places more blame on himself, and she will acknowledge that some of that guilt is legitimate. She provides him clarity according to Bill. She is necessary to him. After wondering where Luna is, Katie leaves to find out. When they realize she's gone, Bill becomes quite anxious. Katie is certain she hasn't made any stupid mistakes. Luna appears. She explains that she had to visit her dad. Finn intervenes and yells at Bill. It still amazes him that he moved Luna back into his home. What's on his mind? Finn is reassured that a paternity test will be conducted, and that it will be given in a way that prevents tampering. Luna believes that everyone should be content. Their entire lives will be altered by this little one. According to Finn, nothing changes as a result. He must keep her away from his wife and children in order to protect them. When her father tells her he wants her in prison, Luna pouts. She is carrying his grandson, Bill reminds him. Although Luna should be in prison, they need time to work things out. Enraged to discover Luna residing in Billy's house, Ridge and Taylor storm in. He announces that she will be sent to prison, and that the chaos will stop today. Hope teases Deke about his new mysterious man at Forrester. The fact that he has returned and moved in with someone is fantastic in her opinion. She makes me feel really happy. The return of her line has pleased her brother. She need a new HFTF design. Working with Thomas is awkward as Eric, Ridge, and Zend are all occupied. Deke imagines it would be challenging. Thomas is quite talented, therefore she believes it's a shame. Deke is confident that other gifted designers would be thrilled to collaborate with her and help guide HFTF into the future. They discuss striking patterns while examining designs. If he becomes overly enthused when discussing fashion, he apologizes. This is the place to accomplish it, she says. He asks her if she might assist him get into the family business, and tells her that he's ready to make his debut on the field. She would be glad to assist him. He says his talent will take care of everything and wants to advance. She is certain that's the case. His goal is to make every design better. People and fashion change, she says. Perhaps HFTF should be more stylish and urban. They talk about who has been sending in portfolios, and Hope claims to be viewing each one in secret. She departs for a meeting after they decide to go out to supper. He photographs the leaves and patterns. Deacon's love triangle, paternity test results, Steffi deceived. Spoilers for the upcoming week of The Bold, and the Beautiful indicate some crazy turns. As Steffi Forrester Finnegan's comeback draws nearer, fans can anticipate it. But it looks like everyone might be hiding something important from her. In addition, is Will Spencer the biological father of Luna Nozawa's child? Let's begin by discussing Deacon Sharp's relationship with Taylor Hayes. First up is Steffi, who is scheduled to return to Los Angeles shortly. We do know, though, that Taylor Hayes and Brooke Logan reach a consensus. Until the girl returns to prison, the two rivals will agree to keep the truth about Luna from Steffi. However, Steffi might have to remain in the dark for months if Luna's paternity test reveals that Will is the baby's father. Steffi didn't understand her own mother's secrecy, but she could understand Brooks, John Finnegan, Ridge Forrester, and the others will then have to remain silent as well. When the truth eventually out, this might seriously harm Steffi's relationships. Those that the brunette trusted the most will betray her completely. You may anticipate Bridget Forrester being brought in by Katie Logan at the conclusion of this week. The results of Dr. Bridget's paternity test on Luna's child should be available the week of the test. It's likely that the test will reveal Will's paternity. Electra Forrester will undoubtedly flee in the opposite direction after reading that. I do wonder, though, if Will and Electra will be unable to avoid each other. Will, Katie, and Bill Spencer will face a new challenge if the test results are positive. Is a pregnant girl held captive until she gives birth? Next week, spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful indicate that we might get to see more of Taylor and Deacon as well. Taylor and the restaurant owner have a bond while the latter is receiving counseling from Taylor. Deacon believes Sheila Carter-Sharp has completely deceived him. He will therefore probably be drawn to a Taylor who is recently single. Even though Sheila's spice isn't always pleasant, Deacon could prefer it. Will Taylor be able to keep Deacon's interest? Additionally, there need to be some progress between Liam Spencer and Hope. Carter Walton meanwhile moves on with Daphne Rose. But since we don't know much about Daphne's past, is Carter likely to experience another heartbreak soon? Finn's answer: Steffi adopts Luna's child without realizing it? According to previews for The Bold and the Beautiful, John Finnegan is going to learn that Luna Nozawa is still alive and expecting a child. The wonderful doctor might come up with a drastic and severe cure, but the girl will ultimately end up in prison. Perhaps Finn will agree to adopt the child if the murderer truly wants to do the right thing for her child. This might end up being like Jack Finnegan's scenario. Lee Finnegan and Sharp Sheila Carter. First, let's talk about Luna's pregnancy. The girl is so certain that Will Spencer will be identified as the baby's father by the paternity test. Bill Spencer and Katie Logan are likely to take drastic measures to shield Will from this life sentence. I don't believe Beatty could adopt that child since they would be reminded of Luna every day. Additionally, playing the role of mother to Luna's child would be too difficult for Electra Forrester. Luna left the Spencer mansion to visit her father in the episode that aired. Finn noticed Luna standing at the hospital when he looked up from his desk. Luna will share her story of Lee saving her life with Finn. She will then reveal that she is expecting Will's child, and that Bill is essentially holding her captive. Despite his complex emotions, Finn is powerless to assist Luna. The doctor is probably going to want to avoid getting involved in this pregnant issue. That might be easier said than done, though. According to previews for The Bold and the Beautiful, Taylor Hayes and Brooke Logan Forrester agree to something later this week. Until the girl is released from prison, the two will agree not to discuss Luna with Steffi. Therefore, if Will is indeed the baby's father, Steffi might remain in the dark for a few months. Would Finn be able to save Will and find a drastic solution that works for everyone? Because of the way Luna turned out, Finn has always felt a great deal of guilt. Finn's feelings surfaced even throughout his conversation with Penelope Poppy Nozawa. The doctor still thinks he could have prevented Luna from turning into a sociopathic killer if he had known about her from the start. Would Finn have the same thought about the unborn child after learning that Luna is expecting? Will he follow Jack's lead and persuade Steffi to adopt a baby who has been abandoned? Perhaps he will pretend that the baby has no one else and that the parents perished in an accident. How many people will be aware of this secret, if any? And how will Steffi respond when she finds out whose child she has been parenting in reality? Who else might be the baby daddy of Luna Nozawa? According to this week's teasers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Luna Nozawa will need to show that Will Spencer Jr. is her baby daddy on the CBS serial opera. Could there be a storyline twist? Luna Nozawa is fairly certain she knows who made her pregnant. If Luna Nozawa is carrying someone else's child, who might be the father? Below are spoilers for the upcoming episodes of the CBS serial opera Bold and Beautiful. According to spoilers for this week, the Spencer family will insist that Luna's child undergo a blood test to determine whether Will Spencer is indeed the father's child. It's clear that Luna is far too eager to undergo the test since she believes it would identify Wood as the baby daddy. However, if the father is not Will Spencer, who could it be? Before the night they hooked up, Luna had been shot and had been in a coma for a few weeks. It seems improbable that Lee Finnegan allowed someone to enter her flat covertly and get her granddaughter pregnant while she was unconscious. Remy Price was the only other male character that Luna Nozawa was even in the vicinity of when she could have conceived. Although Luna and Remy never shared a bed on screen, the authors might include that delicious detail in the future. The soap writers are keeping viewers in the dark for the time being about whether Remy did hook up with Luna Nozawa and get her pregnant before she was shot. But that would undoubtedly account for her astonishment upon meeting Remy's new boyfriend, Deke. On The Bold and the Beautiful, Luna Nozawa is well known for manipulating DNA tests. She was able to pass off her own test in front of Lee Finnegan and Bill Spencer without being discovered. Could someone manipulate her baby's DNA test and pull her legendary move? Who else might be the father of her child? In Liam Battle, does Carter Walton play dirty? According to spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Liam Spencer will have a hard time competing with Carter Walton, who has recently raised the stakes on the soap opera. You're in for a surprise if you believed Carter would give up Hope Logan, Annika Noel, without a struggle. Will Liam Spencer be able to match Carter's most recent move? This week's events on The Bold and the Beautiful are listed below. Warning: spoilers ahead. Continue reading for all the details. Carter fulfilled Hope's aspirations this week on The Bold and the Beautiful by striking a deal with Rich Forrester to restore hope for the future. Hope's career has been a major focus of the soap opera this year, and one of the reasons she and Liam split up was because he didn't encourage her to pursue her career. Hope is fortunate to have a fiancé who supports her and is keen to help her advance in her job. In the meantime, Liam Spencer has been attempting to win Hope's hand in marriage once more by playing the family angle. According to previews, Liam has been spending a lot of time with their daughter Beth, persuading her that she wants her parents to get back together. One may even argue that Liam is attempting to regain his wife Hope by using Beth as a pawn. At Forrester Creations, Hope Logan has always aspired to be regarded seriously, and Carter provides her with the regard and acknowledgement she desires in her professional life. Which do you think Hope Logan will pick? Her fashion career or her family? Will Carter get brownie points for his hope for the future move?